Today we're going to be reviewing the Taylor Swift The Tortured Post Apartment on CD. So this is just the standard manuscript edition with the poster. However, I cannot show you the poster because it is currently on my wall on display. So I'll just be showing you guys the CD here, but this is the front cover. There we go. So this is the version you're going to see on streaming services like Spotify. Obviously now we have the anthology version as well, but this is just the first 16 tracks essentially. And then we have the back cover, and then we have the track list. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. There we go, the tracks are just there. And then on top it says file name, the manuscripts, and then on each version essentially it had like a lyric on the picture. So for example, this one says I love you, it's ruining my life, which is the version for the manuscript, like the lyrics. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So let's do the CD first. Now in terms of the CD, this is obviously not one of my favourite Taylor CDs because it's more of the plain one. Like, it definitely matches the vibe of the album because obviously it's like tortured poetry and it's just like nice and simple. So in terms of it matching the album aesthetics, it is really, really nice. But in terms of like the funness of it, it's just like very simple and boring. But then I do get why like Taylor and her team decided to do something like this. So it just has the Tortured Post Apartment logo, and then it says file name, the manuscript by Taylor Swift, and then all the executive producers as well. So there we go. And then behind the CD we actually have a poem by Stevie Nicks. Now I believe on the vinyl, I don't have it on vinyl just yet, but I will be hopefully getting it soon. For the vinyl it has the poem by Stevie Nicks just handwritten. I think, yeah, it was handwritten. But this one is obviously just like typed out. Only the date and like the end of it is handwritten with the time as well. But everything else is like typed in. Now let's look at the lyric booklet. So this is what it looks like, and I tend to keep the hype stickers just like in the lyric booklets as well. So this is what this hype sticker looks like. It says two-sided poster, 1 of 4 with photo and handwritten lyrics. So there we go, that is just without the CD case. And then here's the back as well. Again, it has the Tortured Post Department logo, and then it says file name, the manuscript. Now the manuscript is actually written like in her handwriting, so it's handwritten but obviously printed. So this is what it looks like when you first open it. So this is the first page, and then obviously the first song is Fortnight. So it has pictures of Post Malone with Taylor as well. There we go. And then we just have, all of these just have lyrics and credits on them as well. And then obviously like small photos as well. There we go. And then throughout this as well, we have handwritten lyrics. For example, So Long London has some handwritten lyrics there. Just up there. And then we have more. And then for this song, I believe we had different shapes. This one's like an hourglass kind of. I think there was a circle, triangle, just shapes like that. And then more pictures, of course. And also handwritten lyrics. So again, all of these handwritten lyrics are like printed essentially. So Taylor would write them down and then they would just like print it on. And then Florida has Florence and the Machine like included in the song as well. So there's photos of them there. And then more photos. So obviously now the anthology has 35 tracks. So it's 31 songs and then 4 acoustic tracks, like on like CD and vinyl and on streaming. There we go, handwritten lyrics, more pictures. And there we go. And then the last page has obviously the like file name essentially, which is the manuscript, and then it has the information poem written by Taylor. So yeah, there we go. And that is the lyric booklet for the manuscript. Obviously you would have the poster as well, but like I said earlier, it is currently on my wall being displayed, so I can't really take it down. Well, I can, but I know that I would ruin the placement of it, and the placement of it right now is perfect. Anyway, that has come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in future videos.